we're almost done with the basics about Angular. We learned a lot about components, the basic building block of any Angular app, about how it starts the app, how we can communicate with our templates in our components so that we can output data or react to events. Now there is one other key building block you probably use in any Angular app you build: directives. What are directives? Directives are instructions in the DOM. And we actually already use directives without knowing it. Components are kind of such instructions in the DOM. Once we place the selector of our component somewhere in our templates, at this point of time, we're instructing Angular to add the content of our component template and the business logic in our TypeScript code in this place where we use the selector. This was our instruction. Angular, please add our component in this place. And indeed, components are directives, but directives with a template. There are also directives without a template. So an example would be the app turn green directive, which would be a custom directive we could build. We typically add directives with an attribute selector, but technically the selector of a directive can be configured just like the selector of a component. So you could also use CSS classes or the element style, but again, typically you use the attribute style. And on this paragraph, this directive might simply color the text green, you could say. So Angular would find this instruction. Here we would have defined our directive with the directive decorator to inform Angular that this class holds a directive. And there we might have the logic to turn this green. Now we will learn how to write our own directives in the section focused on directives in this course, but there are a couple of built-in directives which are really useful. Let's take a closer look at how we use them and what they do for us in the next lectures.